I'm excited for that. It's cool that there's like a game based on like Southern folklore, like the Bayou, Louisiana stuff. There isn't a lot. I can already tell the grifters and the stupid haters are gonna be like, it's woke. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I gotta play through the Doom games before the new one. It was already leaked, like the release date, and I'm pretty sure it's like May 15th. It was a few months. I gotta get through a whole backlog before the fucking games start hitting next month. Dude, look at those designs though. They're so cool. Like, what would an Oblivion remake even look like? I feel bad for the Skyblivion devs, the modders that they made Oblivion but in the Skyrim engine, and it's taken them like 12 years, and they're finally releasing it this year. And if they reveal a Oblivion remake the same year they are, that would I'd feel bad. Ooh. Do not represent the final product. Day one with Game Pass. Okay, okay. All games support Xbox Play Anywhere. Oh wow. I once played an Xbox. That's sick. They don't promote that enough. I love the Play Anywhere games where if you buy it once, you can like play it on Xbox, PC, cloud. What are they showing first? Doom! Keep your eyes peeled for anything in the background. Who doesn't like new fucking games? What's that? What's that secret fourth one? What is it? You're starting off with the secret one? No. Oh, it's not Oblivion. Team Ninja game. They're not bringing back Ninja Gaiden, are they? Damn, I want it to be Oblivion, actually.
こんにちは、コエテクモゲームスチーム忍者の安田文彦です。今日は皆様にチーム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる。
It is gonna be a new Ninja Gaiden, isn't it?
早速ですが、こちらをご覧ください。
Dude, it's been like 15 years.
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world. The plot was ultimately thwarted.
It's cyberpunk,
yes. The sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk
I'm already in.
And from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility. Commencing mission.
It's Platinum Games! Dude. We haven't gotten anything from Platinum Games since, Astral Chain, right?
No escape.
Some Ghost Runner vibes. Oh, Robo Samurai! Oh, it's Sucker Punch. That is clean. Parry counters. You like to see those? Dude, Platinum Games is so fucking good.
Ryu
I don't think I remember the last time Platinum Games like failed to deliver.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here.
It is gonna be Ninja Gaiden. Holy shit!
So you've come.
Dude,
Fuck off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
so you get to play against. Yes! That's fucking sick.
世界中の町人の皆さん、10年以上大変お待
Yeah,
た
it
せしま
has
した
been more than 10 years. It was
最
like
強の忍者となり容赦なく襲ってくる敵に挑むハイスピードアクション忍者ガイデンのナンバリング最新作として忍者ガイデン4を発表させていただきました。本作はプラチナゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。
Team Ninja and Platinum Games. That's fucking
プラチナゲームズ
insane.
さんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は言うまでもなく、ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。
To get Team Ninja's action expertise with Platinum Games is more like
新たに皆様にお届けする
RPG
にあたり
like
より
mechanics.
多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう新たな世界を新主人公であるもう一人の町人ヤクモで冒険するという形で制作することにしました。先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中でリュウハヤブサも登場しておりましたが、
Dude,
彼は今
you're
回
gonna have to go
物語に
against
密
him?
接に関わってきます。なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのか、リュウハヤブサが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきます。
任務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
物語は黒龍がもたらした正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。この雨は黒龍がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。今作の新主人公であり、ハヤブサと対をなすカラス一門に所属するヤクモが首都東京で黒龍を倒し、この世界を晴らすため戦いに身を投じます。
Wondering how linear it's gonna be.
これまで忍者ガイデンシリーズで描かれてきたダークでハード
Yeah, because Platinum Games isn't necessarily known for approaching like dark.
呪いやより混沌とした景観のデザインを取り入れています。ステージプレイ中に街が呪いの影響を受けビルは崩れ道は歪みヤクモをピンチに陥る
I'm trying to think what's the last thing Platinum did. Was it Nier Automata?
とある出来事によって街全体が崩壊し魔族やヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状
There
態
was that one Grand Blue
環境
game
全体
last year,
がプレイヤ
right?
ーに牙を向くように感じられるはずです。
I don't think I've heard of anything since Bayonetta 3, and then that Origins smaller title.
危険に満ちたステージを忍具やシリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。レールアクション、スイングアクションなどのダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しま
Dude,
した。
two of the fucking
これら以外
coolest
にも様々なシチュエーションやチャレンジ
Japanese
アイテム
developers
などを用意しており
when it comes
ス
to
テー
like
ジが進むごと
action.
に上がっていくテンションにも驚いていただけると思います。
What a team up. Worth. I wanted that Oblivion remake. This is
ハヤブ
worth.
サに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、カラス一門を背負う天才忍者でもあり、忍者ガイデンシリーズにおける忍者の頂点、竜と肩を並べる知 世代の町人たり得る人物としてデザインしています。そんなヤクモの前に立ちふさがるのは荒れ果てた東京の治安維持組織であり、黒竜の封印を守る
I appreciate them sticking to their style of action instead of doing fucking Souls-like combat like everybody wants to do
魔
nowadays.
人も登場します。また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので、続報に
Dude,
ご期
what
待
a
ください。
fucking year for Xbox. After being shit
従
on
来のシリーズからバトルスピードを
by
さらに加速
PlayStation for the last few years, this fucking last year and this year is insane for Xbox, especially with everything being day one Game Pass.
さらにヤクモが使える新要素
Indiana Jones was so far probably I finally finished it. It was probably my game of the year
去
from
年度
last
から
year.
大きく進化した一対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの方ではこれまでの
Avowed comes out next month,
広
dude.
範囲かつ一撃必殺の攻撃となっており、多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く戦況を一気に覆すことができます。もちろん1対1の戦闘における比率きも健在です。プレイヤー同様、敵もガードや回避をしてくるため
I'm a sucker for a
緊
good
張感のあ
parry
るフェア
system.
な戦闘を
It
味わう
feels
こと
so
がで
good
き
when
ま
you
す。
get perfect parries in games like this.
敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの方によって忍者ガイデンのアクションの味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います。
Yeah, figures they try to put some of the stuff that they learned in the Neo games.
細部にわたり日々議論させていただき、会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますが、その中でもしっかりと忍者ガイデンらしさを感じていただけると思います。例えばカラス、ヌエ、2つの型があるという点がヤクモの大きな特徴ですが、それらが持つ多彩な性能のアクションを用いて敵や状況ごとに使い分ける攻略の深みや滅却、絶技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますので、
Both offer unique gameplay styles, so like, is it half and half of playing as each, or can you play with, like, can you switch between them
ヤクモ、そして竜ハヤブサの双方で飛燕、伊豆直人
on command?
シリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください。忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯ごたえやグレードの高いアクション体験の継承、さらに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出の取り入れ、進化した正当続編を作り上げるべく総力を挙げて開発を進めております。
容赦ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りをヤクモでも目指しています。皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
シリーズファンはもちろんのこと、忍者ガイデンを初めてプレイする方でも存分に楽しめる作品になっておりますので、ぜひ発売をお待ちください。
長年にわたってプラチナゲームズさんと共にまさに忍者のように潜んで忍者ガイデン4の開発を進めてきましたが、ついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできるのを楽しみにしています。続報にもぜひご期待ください。
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, the first half of 2025 is pretty packed.
さて本日お伝えしたい発表はそれだけではありません。
Co-op.
こちらをご覧ください。
I figured maybe it would be co-op because of the fact that you play as, or you can play as both characters. A second game? Oh. Oh, is it a remaster slash remake of the first three? If so, that'd be sick. Yup, I remember that. It is.
My path leads through the land of the dead.
Oh fuck, that's like full on remake, no? Wait, I don't remember that. I don't think I played all of them. I think I played 1 and 2, but not 3.
Get you. Go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
That looks too good to be a remaster. Oh, it's just 2? Okay. Fuck yeah, dude.
忍者ガイデン2のオリジナル版は2008年に Xbox360 で発売し、バイオレンスな表現とハイスピードなバトルを皆様にお楽しみいただいた作品です。今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックではオリジナル版の表現に立ち戻り、
It looks so good.
を用いてグラフィックを大幅に
Curious why they
忍者ガイ
chose
デン2の
2.
完全版として開発いたしました。綺麗なグラフィックでお楽しみいただけるのはもちろん、リュウハヤブさんに加え、あやね、もみじ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場します。そして本作は本日コンソール PC そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに発売となります。
Shadow drop!
忍者ガイデンシリーズを長年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと、
They're fucking shadow dropping!
いただいた皆様も忍者ガイデン4の発売
Oh,
前に
you
ぜひ
saucy
本作をお楽
bitches.
しみください。
I
今
like
年は
me a
チーム
good
忍者
shadow
30
drop.
周年の節目であり、本日発表させていただいた
Wow.
2025年は忍者の年、イヤーオブザ忍者となります。ぜひ忍者ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください。本日はありがとうございました。
Dude, that's sick. Wow. What a fucking start. God damn. I figured they'd end with that. We're probably gonna end with Doom. The music to this is gonna be so good.
Hi, and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of contrast to the alternate history we have few, we draw
Ooh.
inspiration from the landscape.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be. I love alternate
For
history.
South of Midnight, our third-person action adventure game,
kinda
the
why I
story
would
and
really
characters
like,
bring
Indiana
folklore of
Jones.
Deep South to life. This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist. So while our protagonist Hazel is at the forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
I'm wondering if the video, if it's just the video, or do they like, do the cutscenes have some like slight stop motion to them?
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the
Flashlights and batteries.
I love the art style.
Let's go.
I wouldn't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring
Oh,
this
I'm
up
loving
right
this.
now.
I'm
People are
just
gonna
saying,
hate
so
this.
please.
Fucking
We might
grifters.
need some help. I might need
This
some
is
help.
great.
While you're out helping everybody else.
Like a true black culture, like a game that explores black culture like this? Fuck yeah.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old, but disastrous events
She's
will
so pretty.
push her into a darkly magical world.
Hopefully she
where
doesn't get shit
she'll learn
on
who
by
she
the
really is.
losers online.
And how to tap into weaving. An ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into deeper reality, the grand tapestry. Weavers can see the fabric binding our world, connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands and stigmas in the world. Through her newfound power, she reweaves these stigmas and mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from old folktales actually exist.
You up here. My salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaver thing and help me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on a journey.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to.
I'm curious, they're showing a HUD, but Ninja Gaiden didn't show a HUD.
The manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
I'm wondering if Ninja Gaiden has no HUD.
These trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each ain't has its
Curious, you usually don't see the
and weaknesses that
you don't
need
see the
to
button
learn and
icons
adapt
up by the health bar.
For example,
It's usually down at the bottom.
and unleashes devastating strikes from afar, while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because ain'ts have powerful
So far, all the
defensive
combat
abilities.
has been in like
Mastering
these
your
little
magical skills
arenas.
become
I'm
key to
wondering
being
how
upper-end in combat.
is it a semi-open world?
Push,
I know it's not
pull,
going to be
and
open
weave
world,
are
but
some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical
I appreciate
advantage
this.
during fight.
Every game tries to be open world
is a-
nowadays, and it gets a little
Pull
annoying.
distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing health boosts and reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize. The upgrades will change how you approach combat, like enhancing area of effect attacks, or refining.
So does that
push
mean
and
you
pull
wouldn't be
skills
able to
for
unlock
precision
everything in a
and
single
make them feel rewarding.
playthrough?
The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks, landing precise strikes, and unraveling enemies.
You mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy, their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric environment to
Am I the only
music
one that
themes
notices that nobody's moving in the background?
While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face
never mind.
mythical
The
creatures
girl on the
in
left looked
epic
like she was
confrontation
moving.
before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking
Yes.
tension alongside the fight. Whether it's Two-Toed Tom
Loving the
or
music.
Hugging Molly, each of these larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
Man, I really hope this game does well.
South of Midnight
I can just
unfolds
guess,
as a
like the
hero's
way that
journey,
people are
and as
fucking
Hazel,
dumbasses
you'll
online, they're
travel
gonna just
through a
shit on
tapestry
it.
of
Just
Southern-inspired
racist and whatnot.
landscapes. From abysmal swamps to flooded farmlands to the Appalachian peaks. In our magical South, decaying buildings reclaimed by nature stand moments away from a hungry Rugal. And as Hazel delves deeper, reality bends ever more toward the fantastical.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and Haint Blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The Way to the Past emerges as central themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. Oh, those damn Haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our Moody Compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach.
I'm glad they're
inspired by
able to
stop-motion
like stick
animation,
together and make good.
which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone.
I
into
knew it.
every
They're using
classic
stop motion animation. Fuck yeah.
Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation, we embrace the freedom to reimagine these creatures and their
Thought it was
stories,
going
to
insane.
adapt how they look, and to craft our own
I'm
version
glad
of
they didn't get
fantastic.
canceled after We Happy Few didn't sell well.
At Compulsion Games, we love to craft around central teams. We're lucky to have talent across all our disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into South of Midnight. We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on April
Summer.
8th, and
April.
pre-orders are now available on Xbox and
Dude, the first half, I'm telling you, is packed. Avowed in April. I'm not sure what's in March. I mean, Avowed next month. And then, I don't know, March. This, Doom in May. Is this the one with the stacked voice cast? Like stacked.
Bonjour everyone. We are Sunfall Interactive and welcome to our manor. We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
It looks really good.
It's a turn-based RPG set in a fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Oh.
Our grand adventure in game
I'm not gonna be able to stream
as a solo
this.
passion project.
My CPU is shitting the bed, so I can't stream and play the intensive games at the same time, or else OBS crashes.
The latest tech, refresh the genre with new
Uh-oh, there's some frame
and
drops.
put place in a compelling world.
Dude, that
I
looks
knew I needed
so
help
good.
to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic
So,
battle camera
Final
system.
Fantasy VII Remake
It was really
style?
clicked when we tested the first version
A
of the
hybrid of
features.
both?
We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth on
When done
iterative
well, it's
game
really
events,
cool.
a vision
I don't know
started
why
to
some
come
people
together,
didn't like that
and I
in
shared it
7
with an old
Remake.
friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that, defined by 3 core elements.
The dream.
A story with great emotional depth. Gameplay that
Dude,
emulates
look at
the
that
classic
HUD.
and a world that is completely
Why did we
original,
move away from
beautiful,
stylish
and
HUDs like this? I feel like only Persona has it.
Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
This too is your legacy. Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story
Interesting.
follows Expedition 33.
Expeditioners.
We honor your dedication.
I want to look up the voice cast again because they have some like big names in there.
That we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who
I feel like Peter
flawed, but who
Dinklage
care
is in
deeply
this?
about
I'm
each
not
other.
sure.
And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature with adult
I know Ben
characters
Starr is
who
in it.
feel like real people with
He's in
real
everything now. Good for him. He did such a great job in Final Fantasy 16 as Clive. But he's just getting roles
The story
everywhere.
is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes. Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty
Ooh, that
philosopher
song.
and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Just need foot. Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go. He is a Gestrol, which are a group of playful beings who
Dude, I'm loving the style.
They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet Monoko and many other Gestrols across the game. And of course, there is Estier.
This is the shit that I'm so excited about when it's like so original. I feel like everything's trying to be a remake, a remaster, or a reboot, but this is just so original.
And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution.
I wish they showed
that players would
the
really
voice
connect.
cast.
In addition to a strong narrative, we had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction,
Ooh.
which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism.
So not exactly
During enemy
like
turns, you can negate
Final
all
Fantasy
damage
VII
by
Remake.
dodging or firing at the right time. But balancing turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character. We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique mechanic. Maëlle switches between stances which can ultimately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Maëlle the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way.
I like the top left that they show you ahead of time who whose turn is gonna be.
The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects,
Wow.
which in our game are called Lumina.
Every character has more than 20 unique skills in the skill tree and hundreds of passive
Holy
effects. They can gain
shit.
through Lumina and weapons, so there are a ton of builds and playstyle to explore. Needless to say, we can't wait to see how you choose to play and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
Our story is set in the French
I'm
fantasy
really
world,
loving the music.
and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestrel Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrels are like. The Gestrel Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrels, with forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask. Ladies, could I? Ow!
Definitely a Gestrel.
For Eske, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map. And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically and technically. And it ended up a lot bigger than we expected. You'll definitely need Eske's help traveling around.
Oh, so that's the map. I see.
And entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest boss
I don't
in the
think
game,
you've seen that since like
good luck.
early 2000s, where they would like let you run through the map, like Final Fantasy games that would let you like run around the map.
Hearts and souls into this game for the past 4 years. That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches
June.
April 24th.
April?
On Xbox Series X and S. And
Jesus
available
fucking
day
Christ,
one on
everything
Xbox
is-
Game Pass. You can already wish this the game and follow us for more info.
We are super excited to invite you into the world of Expedition.
What's gonna be left in fall/winter? I think they're smart enough to not go against GTA 6 if it actually ends up coming out this fall. Smart for devs to try to do that.
Thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Hopefully it's not
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
the loneliest second half. Wow. Full fall, Ninja Gaiden's fall. Ooh! I'm so excited for more Doom. I'm curious if they're gonna go back to 2016. Do you think Mick Gordon like made amends with the studio and they brought him back? They treated him like shit after Doom Eternal though, so I don't know.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago,
I'm
a
hoping
small
this
team
does
of
really
game
good
developers
so that they do a
helped
Quake
define
reboot.
and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you
Yes,
at our
I'm
most
so excited.
ambitious
Oh.
game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
Doom 2016. And Eternal, get you so hyped. You want good gym music? Put the fucking Doom Eternal soundtrack. Oh my god, a whole new Doom soundtrack.
You will feel like the super weapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
So this bridges the gap between Doom and Doom 2016, right?
Locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016.
Okay.
And that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience.
Dude, the gun that crushes skulls and you can shoot the fragments out.
Will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with.
Okay, I thought so. People talk shit about the Doom Eternal platforming, but I loved it.
Felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank.
Okay.
Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal. And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw. Block. Throw. Parry.
Yes.
Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual. Tons of depth on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot.
Yeah, I like those though. I hope it doesn't feel too static.
You're gonna stand and fight.
Like, I love this, and I love how it says you're a tank, but it feels like you're not really moving around much anymore. Which is what the original Dooms were like, but I don't know. I'm wondering how it'll be.
Baddest demons we've ever created it in.
I like being able to move around and have the freedom to play how you want, especially with the Nightmare mode difficulty.
How about an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet? Or even a Doom spiked mace? That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system.
Unsynced?
Any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
Dude, the fucking music!
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever
Oh, I have chills.
Mean. Ancient. Brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and shred the minions of hell with. Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen...
I'm just smiling the whole time. I like wanna laugh because it's just so fucking cool.
So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
So now that you can't really move around per se like Doom Eternal, I'm curious how the Nightmare difficulties will, or Ultra Nightmare will feel like. God, dude. Fucking music, I can't get enough. Nothing beats BFG Division though from Doom 2016. Still the best song.
combat more approachable and flexible than ever before.
See, I don't know if.
And sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
Okay.
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer.
That's cool. That's good for accessibility.
We finally have for you. You've been waiting for 2 games now to get
Multiplayer.
pilot your very own story Atlan, which is a mech.
After seeing them lying around and
Powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also
my
have for you
fucking god, dude.
fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of
double Gatling gun.
And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience.
Music.
So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages. Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and
It
worlds
looks
beyond.
so
And
good.
through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut,
Puzzles. Okay.
smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures.
Dude, I
There's
love me some
always
secrets
something
and
new waiting
treasures.
to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources.
Swimming?
Control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue.
Oh, so you're gonna have like, kind of like semi-open world arenas.
Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the
Oh.
main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
Fuck yeah. So badass.
And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be
Yes!
composed
Are
by
they-
the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape
Oh,
that's
so they
loaded with
brought back the
guitars,
team from Doom Eternal's
pure adrenaline.
DLC. Man, so good, but I really wish they made amends after they fucked over Mick Gordon.
And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned
Dude, look
the
at
start
that.
of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's
That
legend.
cape, though.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every...
Oh yeah, because Doom 2016, they probably started working on it the year
The
before.
goal is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make, and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has
Do you think
ever
they
made.
told the girls behind them to pretend they're talking?
It's for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases...
Dude, May 15th. Sorry guys, it was leaked May 15th. Damn, dude. The next 3 fucking months are gonna be insane. Bravo, that was really cool. I hope they do more of these. They usually do like every half a year. So I'm assuming we'll get one in, oh well no, we won't get one in the summer because they'll do a presentation at E3.
All of Hazel's powers are designed around textile crafting and spinning wheels. The combat system
Good shit, dude. Good shit.
and unraveling enemies.
Fucking games.
Our reactive turn-based system has real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism.
忍具やシリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。
皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
I love that they give attention to the developers. Damn, dude. Holy shit.
Dragon.
Dude, Cyberpunk Ninja Gaiden, count me in. With the Robo Samurai from Sucker Punch?
I そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに発売となります。
I don't remember if Ninja Gaiden 2 is a direct sequel to 1? I'm curious why they would go with 2.
本作をお楽しみください。
That's cool that it's available as a shadow drop right now. And then you have...
Midnight, our third-person action adventure game. The story and characters bring...
I love the stop motion animation. I've always been so curious on how you make certain things stop motion while the surrounding elements are like regular.
2 weaving hooks and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with enemies close to start melee combos.
Good shit, dude. Good shit.
Fantastical.
The history, landscape,
That
and
was fun.
folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details.
Dude, the fucking HUD elements in this is so fun.
Things really clicked when we tested the first version of those features. We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university. A really cool battle mechanic where he can
Or is it?
the enemies he defeats.
System takes the traditional turn-based battle.
I love that shit, dude.
We had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn.
It is that's such a Persona thing. Even like the way it's like, oh, that's so sick. I'm so curious on how the pause menu looks. Radiate changes offensive. Okay. The top left tells you the order. You can dynamically aim. That's curious. Huh. So it's like... Yeah, because you can choose attack, skills, items, but then aim is its own separate thing. So that's dynamic to go along with... Oh, okay. I kind of see what they mean as the hybrid from turn-based with real-time.
Battle mechanic we love and add.
That's so cool. The camera changes when you like do certain things. So I'm curious, how is it like Final Fantasy VII Remake where it keeps going so you have to be quick about it, or can you like pause? 'Cause 7 Remake technically lets you do both. You can like choose.
The real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity.
The yellow is the timing window for a perfect execution. What are these? No charge. Create sun charge. Are these cards that you get to like is this kind of like the Crisis Core system?
And dynamism. During enemy turns,
or
you
it
can
like
negate all damage by
RNG decides
dodging
what
or
pops up in your
parrying
card?
at the right time. Can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time.
Dude, the lighting.
Balancing turn-based with
I
real-time
appreciate
at the right
games that have really
During
good baked-in lighting. I feel like this generation, especially with the RTX cards, they're pushing ray tracing so hard, and it's just not viable enough because of the performance hit. And there's some developers, like the people behind Dead Island 2, where baked-in lighting can still look really fucking good, sometimes even better than ray tracing. And it doesn't give you the performance hit. So I appreciate devs that like don't try to lean into ray tracing and actually just try to do baked-in lighting that looks really good.
turns.
Like Half-Life Alyx is still one of the best looking games, and that doesn't have ray tracing. It's just baked-in lighting.
You can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time. But balancing turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right.
Oh, slideshow presentation.
During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players' skills in the skill
fight, then you gotta have something to follow.
Dude, that fucking music, man. I'm curious if they brought in the team from the DLC of Returnal. Because they did such a good job. I know it's not Mick Jordan, it's not Mick Gordon, but it's still equally as good. I still don't think Doom Eternal's soundtrack is on Spotify though, which sucks.
And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control.
What does that mean, unsynced? Does that mean where it's not an animation? It's not like Doom 2016 where it would like do the chainsaw hits and it would kind of do like a cutscene.
In the player's control glory kill system.
It's just in game.
In and out as you see fit, and it feels amazing.
Okay.
You feel unstoppable, smashing
Yeah, that's
your
what
way
it
through the
means.
board with total freedom.
I kind of like the 2016 Eternal aspect though, because while you were in that animation, you technically had iframes where you couldn't get injured. Dude, look at that, crushing skulls and shooting the pieces out. That's
That's right, we've saved the best for last.
holy
Doom has
fucking
and always will be
goddamn,
all
man.
about the guns, and Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculous.
I want to download Doom 2016 right now.
Ancient,
The music gives you chills. It gets you so hyped.
built to butcher, impale, and shred the minions of.
So it goes Doom 1 original, Doom 2, and then or Doom and then Doom 64 and then Doom 2?
Design of these never before seen.
Or I think it's Doom 64 and then Doom 2
That only the Slayer has the
and then
power
Doom
to
2016.
So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see and pilot your very own 30
Good shit, man.
Atlan, which is a mech. It's the
Yeah,
size
you saw these laying around in Doom Eternal, and I always wished you could actually use them.
And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your
Dude, look at fucking arenas.
very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
I'm so curious on how the difficulty will translate.
Abilities and even mini-bosses. tons of fun. And as cruel as all that is, tons
I like how you could see his flesh being shredded off his body. Yeah, look at that. The way his arm is just bone. That is so fucking cool.
And as cruel as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action like minds in search of vital resources. You control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue. It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
I love that. The way they're testing the combat system, but what program are they using? It's no, it's id Tech. I know that it's not Unreal. Dude, I wish I had a fucking wrist rest, hand rest, whatever on my keyboard.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom
I love that they probably told these two girls to pretend like they're having a conversation behind them.
games together.
Oh, hey,
And
man,
we've
yeah,
done
yeah, oh,
better
yeah, I know, huh?
Every game we've made.
Hey, do you think he farted? Yeah, you smell that too? Yeah, let's just pretend like we don't smell the overwhelming rancid smell.
And make something that's good
Fucking Wolfenstein.
enough to become the best game id has ever made.
I want to play. I had such a good time with Indiana Jones that I want to go back and play through the Wolfensteins from Machine Games. They're just so. Machine Games and id Tech are like at the top of their field right now when it comes to badass first-person shooter.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
Damn, dude. Damn. Let me look up Xbox 2025 release schedule now. What time is it? Okay. I want to stream later today, so I probably won't go for too much longer right now. January. The root trees are dead. Oh, that came out. Final Fantasy Rebirth came out today, but I have to play through Remake again. So starting in February, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Still have to play the first one. What a year for Xbox. Avowed. That's their first big release of 2025. And then there's Monster Hunter Wilds. That's not Xbox. March is Split Fiction. That's going to be exciting. It's from the It Takes Two devs. And then Assassin's Creed Shadows in March. Atomfall from Rebellion. Oh, speaking of, Rebellion's releasing Sniper Elite Resistance, right? In the 30th? Let me put some.
Fun, and I decided to,
Oop. All right. Is it Rebellion that's doing Sniper Elite Resistance? Yeah, it is Rebellion. That's so cool that they're doing a smaller one. Sniper Elite on extra super hard difficulty is fucking insane. I can't wait to play this. Atomfall is also, I think, going to be on Game Pass. And then April, obviously, is the ones they just announced. Which is good, because it seems pretty empty. And everything else is just to be announced. They're probably going to announce the release dates at the second half of 2025 in June when they do the Summer Game Fest. 2XKO is the League of Legends... Is Mickey still here? Is the League of Legends fighting game. I forget 2XK. There was a alpha not too long ago, right? Pretty cool, dude. Riot is doing everything right now. All that's left is for them to do like a first-person League of Legends game. I'm very curious to see if they actually... Oh no, wait, Riot does have a first... Valorant is basically their first-person game. I could see this doing really good. I mean, they've nailed every genre so far, so to speak. I still prefer Counter-Strike than Valorant, but... It should still be kind of cool to try out. People that loved Arcane are gonna love this. I think it's funny that everybody loved Arcane, and like if you go on Twitter, you see a lot of people saying, I downloaded League of Legends because I loved Arcane so much, and then their next tweet is like, what the fuck is this shit? Because people expect like League of Legends to be like a deeper dive to like the story and the world, when in reality that was all Arcane. Like League of Legends doesn't have that, it's just fucking game. There isn't like story or lore per se, it's just game. Borderlands 4, I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to find somebody that wants to do a Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3, and pre-sequel playthrough with me. Those are so fucking fun to play. Borderlands 2, I think, is up there with one of the games that I've restarted so many times. Even if I didn't finish the playthrough, I've restarted it so many times. There's Expedition 33. I still feel like Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to end up being, hopefully, I actually do kind of hope, is going to end up being delayed from fall 2025 to early 2026. Because a lot of games are scared to release next to Grand Theft Auto in fall. It's been 4 years. I still think that Forza Horizon 6 is going to come out this year. They just haven't announced it yet. Because Forza Horizon is every 3 years, right? No. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Because 2017 was 3. Forza Horizon 4 was... No. 2015 was 3? And then 2018 was 4. And then 2021 was 5. So yeah, it's been 4 years now instead of 3. So Forza Horizon should be this year. I'm hoping it's something, I don't know, man. As much as I loved, and I do want to go back and play it, as much as I loved Forza, as much as I loved 5, the map just felt like a copy paste of 3. I know it was meant to be Mexico, but it just felt the same as Australia. I didn't get to play a lot of 4, but I liked 4 because the map, it just looked like you were in different biomes. I think they do need to hurry up and do Forza because Motorsport didn't end up being that great. There's Metroid Prime. That's gonna be a release. That's gonna be a Switch release for sure. Like the day that it comes out. It's either gonna be Metroid Prime or Mario Kart. It's gonna come out the day that the Switch 2 comes out. I'm still waiting for Nivalis, sadly. I'm a huge fan of what? Cloudpunk? Sorry, I'm sending a message. Rebirth. I think I'm gonna play Crisis Core again. I mean, I've been it like 3 times, but I know Crisis Core Reunion came out to prepare people for Rebirth. I wanted to hurry up before this came out, but I feel like I'd rather, especially because of the rough technical launch for Remake on PC, I'm gonna wait like a week or 2 for this to see if they patch it a bit. I want to play Cloudpunk again. Anyways. Good shit.